Staying with the defense, and shout out to Quinyon Mitchell, who also had a pretty darn impressive day, locking up Devontae Smith on multiple portions of 11-on-11s, and clearly showcasing why he is the number one cornerback on this team by a long shot. I know we're all worried about the other cornerbacks on this roster, but don't forget Quinyon Mitchell is here. He looks way better than he did last season, and he's trending towards being one of the best cornerbacks in the entire league. He's had an incredible camp. Still, though, I know you want to know how the other cornerbacks looked last night, and fresh off that pretty disheartening preseason opener versus Jamar Chase, Adoree Jackson was once again the first guy up, seemingly still indicating he's leading the battle, albeit still very close. But yes, Kelee Ringo also mixed in with the ones. They were back and forth between the first team and the second team defense, and honestly, neither of them did anything special during practice, but neither really did anything bad. One thing I did find interesting, though, was that Vic Fangio mentioned after the preseason game that he intentionally put Kelee Ringo and Adoree Jackson in bad situations versus the Bengals in order to see how they would handle the pressure.
Yeah, and also to stress them, to put them in stressful situations, which are going to happen during the season and games. So I don't know how much, we played Cincinnati last year and there was no cover zero because of Chase and their receivers and their quarterback. But it's a good evaluation. Yeah, obviously they had some tough assignments in that game going against that quarterback and those receivers. But I think it's a great learning experience for both of them. And hopefully they'll both come back. Obviously, Kelee had more balls thrown his way than Adoree did. But I think it's great that happened. And we'll see how much they can grow from that.
And while no, I'm not trying to give an excuse to Kelee Ringo and Adoree Jackson, you do wonder, though, with the rest of the starters on the football field and the proper defensive play calls actually in the ear of the middle linebacker, would Adoree Jackson and Kelee Ringo have looked that bad versus the Bengals? Honestly, no way to know. I'm just kind of, trying to be a glass half full kind of guy because I'm like you. I'm worried about the other cornerback spot, but I do hope that maybe they're not as bad as we've been seeing so far once all of the defenders are actually in there and they play in a real NFL game.